You're all welcome to today's cohort 15 kickoff ceremony. Okay, so it'll be great to have everyone turn on their cameras so we can actually put faces to the names that we see here. So once more, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Unit Masters Cohort 15 kickoff ceremony. My name is Arama Jiswabu, and I'm the community lead for the Unit Masters program. Yeah, so I'll just say a few things about Unit Masters and Unit Network while we wait for one of our team members who will be giving us a brief on Unit Network and Unit Masters. Okay. So Unit Network is, okay, just a moment, please. Okay, so Unit Network is a platform that enables you to build tokenized communities without writing code, like I always like to say. And so Unit Masters is one of the initiatives of Unit Network. And what we do at Unit Masters is to onboard people to the next economy. And so it's really wonderful to have every one of you enrolled in the Unit Masters program. And over the course of the next 1 hour, we'll be taking you through what you hope to see or what you expect to see in the Unit Masters Cohort 15 program, right? So with me here today, my other members of the team, I have Joy and I also have Melanie, who will be coming up later to give a brief on different areas that you will be experiencing as part of this program. Okay, so if you can see my screen right now, you'll see that Unit Network actually has different growth initiatives, which also includes the Unit Masters program. We have unit conferences, we have the unit news, we have the unit university, as well as the Unit Ventures program. So like I have said earlier, Unit Masters is a cohort-based free 6-week educational program that gives participants a holistic 360-degree view of the blockchain, crypto, tokenization, and the entire Web3 ecosystem. And what we do is that every week we provide you with 2 speakers on Thursday and on Fridays to give you a detailed industry relevant experience of the topics that we have asked you to go through over the course of the week, right? So you get to find out more about this later. And so we have always had people asking, why are we offering this 6-week master's program free of charge, right? And here are the reasons why we do what we do. We want to include as many people as we can to be part of the token economy. It's the next economy, like we say, and it's one that will be built by every one of us. We believe that more people getting to learn about this means that we have more people actually shaping the next economy that we want to see, right? We also believe that education is the gateway to a future in which we all have the opportunity to realize our potential. So it's really important that we have as many people as possible actually learning about the different concepts and blockchain and then the Web3 ecosystem. We also want to empower as many people as possible to find their purpose in life and to create the lives that they dream of. So now, looking at your next 6 weeks with Unit Masters, and you may be wondering what it's going to be like, right? And so every week, like I have said earlier in this Master's program, there will be 2 sessions, 2 live sessions, which we'll hold on Zoom, where you get to learn about different topics, ranging from the Internet of Value, talking about sustainability, we're talking about metaverse, we'll be talking about NFTs and the likes of them. So Thursdays are usually for the speaker sessions where we have an industry leader actually come speak to us about the topic for that week. And then Friday, which is usually our demo session, is where we'll have another industry leader come give a practical demonstration, right? Come give a practical demonstration of the topic for that week. And so, like I said, Thursdays are for speaker sessions and Fridays are for demo sessions. And so these sessions usually hold at 3 p.m. UTC every Thursday and every Friday. Now, what's the course flow, right? This, what you can see on the screen right now actually helps you to see what the course flow will look like. So for 6 weeks, starting today, March 19th, we'll be having Module 1, go on from 19th of March to 25th of March. And then the week after, we'll have the New Economy Ecosystem Workshop. And then for Module 3, we'll have blockchain and incentive alignment. And most of these things we have already put on our course platform on Podia, right? Sorry about that. So how will your next 6 weeks be, right? So every Sundays, we open the materials on Podia for you to read. We have curated content for you to read between Sunday and Thursday, where you get to begin your speaker session. So on Sunday, we open the course materials for you, and then you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to actually go through these materials. And for those of you who have signed up to become study group leads, we usually have the study group meetings on Tuesday. So study group leads AMA, which is Ask Me Anything, with our study group leads coordinator, who you'll be meeting in a couple of minutes. We invite study group leads to come have a meeting, have a session with the study group leads coordinator, and you get the guidance that you need. And so, like I said, for Thursday and Friday, you have the speaker session and then the demo session. So this goes on every week until the last week of this program. And so the next thing here is the certification process. So like some of you might already know, we do give out certificates for doing your work every week. So for every module that you complete, you're entitled to 1 certificate, right? And so it's something that you have to, it's a certificate that you have to mint on a platform called Lemonade. If you're on Telegram, or I think as part of the information we have on Podia, we have actually said that you would need 2 user accounts. The first is the user account on Unit Network, which you need to create. And the next one is your personal account on Lemonade, because your certificates will be minted every week on the lemonade.social platform, right? We'll be sharing that link shortly for those who do not already have the link, right? So we expect that you actually give us a quality response to the questions that we'll ask you, because every week we're going to be giving out a form. We'll be sending out a form for you to fill every week. And the form is usually reviewed, right? So we do not just give out certificates. We ask you short questions that we expect that you give quality response to. And when you do that, we review your responses, and based on your response, we decide if you're eligible for the module certificate for that week or not, right? And so for you to actually get the final certificate, which is the personalized certificate at the end of the Unit Masters Cohort 15 program, you must have gotten 6 certificates for the 6 different modules in the 6 weeks that you have been part of the program. Now, for study group leads, I'm going to invite Melanie Brown, who is our study group leads coordinator, to share more about the study group and how it runs. Melanie, please. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You have to unmute.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me now? All right, awesome. Welcome everybody to cohort 15. I'm sure you're all super excited. I know I am. Ugama, thank you for that great intro. So as she mentioned already, my name is Melanie Brown. I'm based here in New York, and I'm gonna be your study group lead coordinator. So what is a study group? A study group is a meetup that can happen in real life, which is IRL, or virtually. It's going to be a safe space where students can come together to exchange ideas and thoughts about all this amazing material that we're going to read and all these amazing speakers that we're going to encounter. The study groups is research has shown that you really get a chance to take in the information, grow, and accelerate your learning when you do so in this type of environment. It's a great place to stay accountable, meet like-minded teammates, and to discuss all these really exciting topics. You can go to the next page. So, joining a study group. So the study groups are presently still forming, and we're going to have a sign-up sheet for you to be able to join a study group. There's going to be several ways. You'll get notified through email. You'll also get announcements in Telegram for ways for you to sign up to join a study group. We highly, highly, highly recommend. I can say as a participant who has been through the program, it was definitely one of the highlights to be able to take in all this amazing information and to meet weekly with the supportive team to discuss it. So we have study groups, and then we have study group leads. So we really want to encourage folks to be a study group lead. So let's talk about what that means. To be a study group lead, you are going to support a team, and I'm going to support you as a study group lead coordinator. This isn't a teaching role. This is a facilitator role. It's an opportunity to create an environment for your team to learn and share and collaborate. Your responsibility will be to host a weekly study group, whether that's in real life or online. You will enroll members to be a part of your team. You can do that through your personal network. Blockchain is going to be something that's affecting so many industries, from retail to healthcare to e-commerce. And so this is some really exciting information. You can think about people that you work with or do any social activities with, share your excitement about what's happening and what you're working on, and invite them to take the course and also join your team. You're going to be motivation for your team. And the other thing you'll be tasked to do is to be a Unit Masters ambassador. We want you to spread the word about what's happening. And the benefit is that you get to be connected to this vibrant community, and you really get to drive social impact. As you look back in this moment later, you'll have the opportunity to say that you had a hand in onboarding people into this space. And we are working on getting a certification for the study group lead. So you'll have something to commemorate your experience. I'm going to put in the chat a 9-minute video that goes into a little bit more depth, specifically about the benefits and the responsibilities and the steps to become a study group lead. It's a very, very short 9-minute video that goes into more depth. I'm going to also put in the chat a link to the study group interest form. Please sign up today. Also, a link to register. So we have an orientation tomorrow, Monday, March 20th, 3 p.m. UTC time. There's a possibility that we may add another one, and I'll look to your feedback to see if we need to add another one. But again, you'll be getting updates regarding this via email and Telegram. And in just a moment, I'm going to drop all the links in the chat. Also, study group best practices. So when you have the group, we want to be mindful of the day and time, as this is a global community. We want people to introduce themselves and inform the team if you're going to leave or stay in the group. So just so we can be aware. So yeah. And this is a great opportunity, as I've mentioned, to be active and to initiate discussion and come prepared with all of this juicy information that we're going to learn throughout the week.
Nice. Thank you, Melanie.
Absolutely.
I look forward to seeing many of you come on board to become study group leads. Yeah, so next we'll be talking a bit about the community at Unit Masters, right? And so we primarily communicate via Telegram. So the course is hosted on unitmasters.org, and we communicate via Telegram, right? And secondly, we champion inclusion and access for everyone, regardless of their age, gender identity, race, sexual orientation, physical ability, region, ethnicity, perspective. And so we expect that everyone be courteous, polite in their language and their tone. Yeah, and so our chats are public spaces, like I said, so you have to be mindful of the language that you use, and you have to continue any personal issues in the private message of the group chats, right? So we do have 2 group chats. We have the one for announcements where we post all the updates, and then we have the one where discussions go on. So we have the cohort 15 announcement channel on Telegram, as well as the cohort 15 student chat on Telegram. So if you want to get updates without the space being cluttered, right, with discussions and the rest of it, we'll say the update channel, the Telegram announcements channel is the right place to always look at, right? And if you want to have discussions, or you want to ask questions, or you have, go to the students' chat. Now, it is strictly forbidden to ask people for crypto or deposits within unit network chats. So if anyone, including a person pretending to be a Unit Masters team member, requests anything from you, please know that's not us, and please let us know urgently, and we will remove and block that person, right? So like I said, be courteous, help to promote the community, avoid spamming the group, attend community calls and sessions whenever we put out notice for such. We encourage you to participate and engage in discussions, and we also encourage you to provide peer support. Now, We want you to support our goal of increasing blockchain literacy in your various regions through the following ways. You have to be active in your study group. We want you to follow us on all social media accounts. And if you do post about your Unit Masters learning experience, it's very important, right, that you include the Unit Masters hashtag in your post, right? That way we are able to track posts that are directed at us, and so we can engage, right? And so how do you get ready for your next 6 weeks, right? So join a study group. It's very important that you join a study group because we want you to learn in an inclusive and a space that will allow you to thrive and learn fast. So that's why we have set up this study groups. We want you to join the study group, and it's optional for you to become a study group lead, like we have said. You need to sign up on Unit Network. That's very important. And when you sign up on Unit Network, you can also invite your friends, your colleagues, other people in your network to also sign up on Unit Network. And you also need to join the Telegram groups that we have created for you. And when you join this group, we expect you to introduce yourself, and also feel free to interact with people within the chat. And you can also choose to increase your network on LinkedIn by connecting with people who have dropped their LinkedIn links on the group. And very importantly, let your network know you're learning about blockchain, right? And so the next thing I'd like to do is to invite Joy. Joy, I'd like you to come up and do share a few things with the students.
Thank you so much, Agama. Yes, I would love to say a few words. First of all, I want to say congratulations to everyone for embarking on this journey. I'm not sure how many of you have taken Unit Masters before, but if this is your first time or if you've taken this before, I can promise you that it will be a rewarding experience. Each cohort, even though there is some similarities one cohort to the next, each cohort is very unique because, as it was mentioned earlier, we have speakers, experts in the field that we bring to speak with you about their areas of focus, and they change cohort to cohort, and the information therefore changes. And also, because this is such a fast-paced, moving, like everything is consistently changing, we are at the very, very beginning of this industry. What you'll notice is as the speakers come and present their information, new things have happened. You know, massive shifts have taken place. And for the people who are returning, you'll find that quite interesting, because I definitely do find that quite interesting myself, cohort to cohort. Another thing that I want to mention is they talked about study group leads. I'm a study group lead, and I've been one for a number of cohorts. I am the study group lead for Disruptors for Unit Masters. It's one of them. And, you know, the experience as a study group lead is quite rewarding. So I definitely encourage people to consider becoming a study group lead, especially if you've taken this course. Again, it's open to everyone. So even if you haven't, it's still, you can still do it and you still get a lot from it. But if you've taken this course before, to put yourself in the role of a mentor and learn about the material from that perspective, from the perspective of understanding that you not only have to learn for yourself or receive the information, but put yourself in a position where you can help other people and make sure that they are receiving the information as well, it helps you retain the information at a different level. They always say, if you want to learn something, teach it. And while the job is not to be a teacher in this space, it's still, you're in a position where you are going to understand that you have to prepare yourself to give that information or support the people learning. So I definitely encourage people to sign up. I'm not sure if Melanie has put the link in the chat for the interest form, but I definitely encourage, at the very least, to attend one of the sessions and get more information about what that looks like, and see if it's something that you'd want to take advantage of for this cohort. Other than that, I will say again, welcome. I'm always available in the student chat, the cohort 15 student chat. If you have any questions or you just want to connect, you can reach out to me that way. And let's go, cohort 15.
Thank you so much, Joy. And what's next, right? And so if you haven't already joined the cohort 15 Telegram chat, so the QR code is right on the screen, and the link will also be shared. Please go ahead and scan the code on your screen right now so you can join the Telegram chat, right? That's where all the engagements happen. And when you do join the Telegram chat, please make sure to introduce yourself, tell us your location, tell us something interesting about you, what you're currently working on, your role, the offers you have, any fun fact about you, why you're excited to be in the Unit Masters community, and what brought you here. And last and very important, make sure you had a link so people can connect with you. Right, so in a couple of minutes, right, the link to the course platform will be sent to the Telegram chat. And so you'll be able to dive in and continue with the program. Ensure to use the Unit Masters hashtag for every post you make on social media. Right, so these are partners for Unit Masters cohort 15. We have Polkadot, we have the Unique, we have Lemonade, Unstoppable Domain, Beast Hackathon, we have Hardao, we have Recruit, The Bigger Pie, we have Blocktides, Bean Crypto, DLT Talent, Disruptor DAO, we have Aya Gigs, Mom to Code, and Students Finance Club, Uniben. So yeah, we have done it. Congratulations everyone for being part of this program. So we'll now open the floor for any comments or questions that you have. So if you do have a comment or a question, please feel free to unmute yourself at this time and ask. We still have a couple of minutes. I can see a few hands raised. Do we have any questions or any comments? Great. The Telegram link.
Are you gonna share the recordings of the live sessions with us?
Yes, yes. So for every live session, we will stream via YouTube, and the link will be posted on our course platform. So right a few minutes after each of the live sessions, we will post the link right on Podia, and you will be able to access the recording. And something quick I'd like to say is that we understand that there are people who work and attend this program, and we do not intend to put pressure on you, right? And so the courses are open. So even if you're not able to complete a particular module in that week, right, you can definitely continue, or you can definitely go back to it the week after to complete the module, and also submit your claim for certificate for that module. right? So the modules will be open up until 2 weeks after the Unit Masters Cohort 15 program. You'll still be able to complete the modules and request your certificates. And also something very important we should let you know is that we review the responses for your claims every week. So that means that you need to allow for about 48 hours after the Sunday of a particular week to get the invites for your module certificate. So for module 1, for example, we expect that by midnight or by 11 p.m. UTC, next week Sunday, if you want your certificate link to get to you by Tuesday in week 2, right? You have to meet the deadline of 11 p.m. UTC next Sunday, right? Otherwise, your certificates or your claim will be held until after the 6 weeks program. Any questions,
Hey,
please?
hey, this is Ioni. I just want to know that after this, once this course is over, so can you tell me how can I benefit with this course, and how can I use this knowledge in my real life so that everyone can understand? This is not only my doubt. Everyone, I'm speaking on behalf of everyone.
Okay. So there are different ways you can actually utilize this knowledge, right? The first thing is that you can teach people about it. You can share what you know and break myths. For example, blockchain, it's not crypto, right? And there are a lot of people out there who think everything about blockchain is crypto, right? And so there are other use cases and applications of blockchain technology, which you get to find out more later. And so our goal here is to educate you. And we believe that when you get this education, you'll be able to not just use it for yourself, right? You'll also be able to contribute by helping more people gain knowledge about blockchain. And we believe that as you begin to gain the knowledge, right, you'll be able to begin to think and look for ways to innovate in the blockchain space or in the Web3 ecosystem to make the world a better place.
Okay, in terms of job, if I search for a job in the blockchain field, like in the bank sectors, this is related to economics. So we in our country or every country, every place of the countries, this particular field comes into banking sector end of the day. So will this knowledge will help me into the banking sector to get into that?
Okay, what I can say is that if you're interested in tokenomics, right, I think in the 3rd week or in the 4th week, should be in the 4th week. I think you get to learn more about token economics, right? And the knowledge you will gain from reading the materials and then the insights you will gain from the facilitator or the speakers who will come on board to speak regarding this will be very helpful for you. And because you have an opportunity to ask questions, so if there are any fintech related questions that you have as it relates to blockchain, you also be able to ask. We also have a recruitment partner, which is Recruit, and every now and then they do post opportunities in Web3 space. I think that's something that you can also look into. But most importantly is about being intentional about what you want out of the program and taking the right steps.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Waziri from Nigeria. So my question goes like this. I want to know more about this unit master, how credited it is. Can someone use it for international program or it's just for a personal usage? Thank you.
I think the knowledge you gain from unit masters is world-class knowledge, right? And it's useful to you regardless of where and how you want to apply it.
Okay.
Joy, you want to say something?
Yes, thank you. I think it's important to understand there's a lot of opportunity right now with information like this, but the more powerful conversation is the fact that the blockchain and Web3, this space is an emerging industry. You know, we're talking about something, what we're doing now and what you're learning now in the course of this 6 weeks. It's kind of like learning about how to use the internet in the year 2000, right? And asking questions like, well, can I get a job in the internet in the year 2000? It's like, well, maybe, but more importantly, if you learn about the internet in the year 2000, you put yourself in a position to be ahead of everyone else for what's coming down the pipeline, right? And you're gonna learn more about what I'm speaking of as the weeks go on, because they will, you know, that's what the course is meant to do, to teach you about what this space is, what the opportunities are. When the experts come, the speakers come on Thursdays and Fridays of each week, they will also share with you what the opportunities currently are and what the future opportunities look like. But what the biggest, for me at least, the reason this is so important and so powerful for each and every one of you that are on this call now is that by learning this information now, you are well positioning yourself for the future and what's about to happen. You know, blockchain right now is not ubiquitous. It is not, it hasn't reached mass adoption, but it will. And there are a lot of people right now that are not in this space learning like you are. You will have an advantage over these people. That is the reason why you should want to learn this information. And the details of what I'm saying, as I've already mentioned, will be made clear over the course of the 6 weeks. That's what I'll say.
Excellent, Joy. Thank you. So do we have any other questions or comments?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Hello? Hello?
Rohini.
Yeah, this is Rohini. I have actually 2 doubts. I'm completely new to this Bitcoin or cryptos, everything. So for forming this student group, the students or anybody, any people can be from within the group, or they can be from outside as well.
Okay, Rohini, could you repeat your question? I'm sorry.
Actually, my question is, I am completely new to this. So for forming a study group, to get the people on board, do they have to be related to this cryptos, blockchain, or they can be a complete newcomer like me?
Yes, you don't have to know so much, or you can actually create a study group and lead a study group and be a facilitator of learning for those in your study group, right? Because you're going through the materials together. And I believe Melanie wants to say something about that.
Yeah, I was just gonna reiterate that this course is a beginner's course. No prior knowledge is needed. No technical skills are needed. This is true for participants and study group leads. So you can invite folks that are not on this call now. You can become a study group lead if this is your first time taking this information, because as a study group lead, you will not be teaching the information. You will just be facilitating the learning. The only thing we need is enthusiasm and excitement to help people. If you are a person that's excited about this information, if you know that you want to ensure that others have a safe space to talk about their thoughts and the ideas, That's what you are facilitating. You don't have to have the answers. You're all learning together, and we're just creating an environment. I put the links. I'm going to put them in again, as I believe they disappear. So I'm going to put them in there again, and be sure to stay tuned to your email, because it's a short 9-minute video that goes into further details, specifically all about study group leads. And just to understand the benefits and the role, and how cool and exciting it could be, and the opportunity that's involved to be a study group lead.
Awesome. Thank you, Melanie. I believe that's clear to you, Rohini.
Yes, thank you. It does.
Great. Do we have any other question?
I have something to say.
Okay, please go ahead.
If you guys can see me, yes. Okay, I wanted to say that I was among the just graduated session, and I know lots of people have a lot of questions, just like I had when I was joining. The program is open. Just what I would advise is, it is a program you're not going to rush. If you're intending to rush, you may not be able to get the whole facts from it. And I would say you should take your time. It's a journey on your own. It's just like a very general view. There'll be speaker sessions, there'll be demo sections, and it's very detailed. So you'll be getting a certificate that is minted certificate. And people asking for the opportunities, there are opportunities in it. If you take your time, attend the speaker sections. Currently, I just finished the last cohort, and I just became a Polkadot ambassador. So I signed up for the program during one of the sessions, and I don't know if you can remember when we asked for the ambassador application. So I applied, and yeah, I got a response. We did the last host meeting, that was last week. So the opportunities right there, just take your time, get the main course of the program, get the facts right, and then try and grow with your network. Then take the study group sessions, very important, because you'll be able to ask your questions, you'll be able to have time to ask things that confuse you, you'll be able to do a research on your own. You may not be able to get the full thing you get during the speaker sessions. You can go back, go through it. It's a recorded session, go through the program, then do your research on your own. The main job lies on you, so as to be able to get it, and you'll be getting a certificate, which is recognized. Whoever you show it is a proof that you'll be able to go through a program that benefits you, and it's going to benefit you very well. So don't miss the demonstrations included. You will meet amazing speakers from different sectors of Web3, different speakers. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much for that, and congrats to you on becoming a Polkadot ambassador. So do we have any other question? Do we have any other questions?
I don't have any. I'm excited for the course.
Great, thank you for that. Feel free to share your enthusiasm, feel free to share your excitement. Ensure to use the Unit Masters hashtag, and we'll be sharing with you the links to our different social media platforms. We encourage you to follow us, like our page, and interact with us on social media. And we'll definitely be engaging your post. So at this time, I'd like to say thank you to the amazing team who joined me here on this kickoff ceremony, and also thank you all for joining today, and to wish you the very best of the next 6 weeks. Hopefully everyone here today will also be getting the personalized certificates at the end of this program. So bye, everyone. The link to start your learning will be in the Telegram chat shortly. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.